Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. We are continuing issue 31 of our Ghostbusters Ecto-1 build. Today we have issue 117. Not much in the way of parts here. I am hoping for a better result than we had in 116. So let's take a look at the parts and see what we got. Alright, this is going to be fun. So here we are with the parts for stage 117. We have the CB radio frame, radio bottom, radio top, and over here we actually have two different types of buttons. As you can see, this one here is just slightly different than the other four. We're only supposed to have one of these. We actually are only supposed to have three of these, but it looks like they gave us a spare, so that is good. And then on top of all that, we have the microphone filter, microphone body, and a wire, along with a set of screws. Alright, to kick things off, I'm going to bring out the roof section we did before. We're going to take the CB radio frame and we're going to slide that puppy in just like this. Nice and neat. We're going to use 6 RP screws to hold it in place. Alright, and there we go. On to the next step. Alright, next bit's going to be fairly easy. You just take the top and the bottom and you push them together. Seems to be bilaterally symmetrical, so I'm not sure that it matters which direction. There is, I don't know, a little slot or something there, but there's no tab that I can see that it would fit in. So, but there you go. Nice and neat. Now, up front there are 4 holes. This, or where these are coming in. Now that unique one is going to go right here on the right hand side when you're looking at it in this orientation, and then 3 small ones right there. Just use a pair of snips to cut them off of this thing. And there you go. When it's all said and done, it should look a little something like that. Nice and pretty. Alright, this next bit should be fun. We're going to take the 2 halves of the microphone here and we're basically going to push them together. No big deal, right? There we go. Now, on the bottom of the microphone, and I know this is not showing up on camera, there is a tiny little hole. And right here on the side of the CB radio, another tiny little hole. Now there's a larger hole, it's kind of keyed, and that is where this tiny little tab here is going to go. So this tab will pop right in. But before we pop that tab in, we got to get this wire into those holes. Before we can put the wire in the holes, we got to shape it. So whip out screwdriver, and what you want to do is effectively just wind it around. Just like this. So if you do it right, you've got what effectively looks like a spring, or if you've ever seen one in real life, a CB cable. Now we want to take those ends, pop those ends in the microphone and the radio. See if we can't make that happen without destroying all the work we just did. Alright, when you're done, you should have a little something like this. Push the microphone in, and you should be good. This actually doesn't look half bad. I'm actually not unhappy with it. The cable is a little difficult to stay in there. Maybe use a little super glue if you're feeling frisky. But for now, this looks good to me, and we can move on. All right, for this next bit, we're actually gonna mount the radio onto the roof here. Basically, it's just gonna slide in here. There are holes on either side that'll line up with these fixtures. And we're gonna use KP screws, one on either side, to hold it in place. And there you go. All done and ready for the next step. Okay, y'all, this is the final step for this stage, and it should be a fun one. As you can see, we've got the vehicle propped up here, and what we're looking at is this section right here. And what we're gonna do is take what we've built, make sure the sun visors are facing the front. We're basically gonna pop that thing in place, and you can see we've got 2 posts right down there, 2 more on the top, and we're going to be using EM screws to hold it in place. So I'm going to mount the camera back up here, and let's take a look and see if I can't get this done. Okay. Whew. It's harder than it seems, but it's coming along. So we do have the 2 screws there. There are 2 more underneath the sun visors, and you can see on the edges there where the holes go over other posts. We've got our rear view mirror there, hopefully kind of holding those visors up. So maybe we're going to get lucky and we don't have to worry about floppage. But that is it. That is the end of this stage. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.